Hello, you guys. How are you all? Thank you guys for being here. Happy Friday, Lady Fucking T. Thank you for being a member for 8 months. Hey, y'all. How's it? Everybody's Friday. And Okie, thank you for being a member for 11 months. Oh, my goodness. Thank you. Okay, so tonight we are continuing our journey, kind of getting through the interviews in this case. I'm going to give like a brief breakdown of the case, and I want to go through a few pictures with you guys I had saved. And then we'll get right into it. Now, tonight we are actually, let me say, we're talking about Rebecca Park. That's the case. Rebecca Park was a 22-year-old woman, pregnant woman, very pregnant, 8.5 months pregnant. Well, 38 weeks pregnant, very close to her due date. And she went missing on November 3rd in Michigan. She was last seen November 3rd. She was reported missing on the 4th. Her due date was November the 18th. So this was just right at 2 weeks before. She did have a friend that said she started to go into labor. She called her mom and sister, and then she went to her mom's. And her mom said that she was picked up by someone in a dark vehicle. Rebecca was found on the 25th in the woods in a national forest behind her mom's house. Her biological mom, let me say that to be clear, because she was adopted. She has an actual mom. So there is a distinction there. She was found in behind her biological mom's house, and her baby is missing. And the baby has not yet been found. And that was on November 25th. I don't know if I said that. So, within a very short period of time, I think it was like an hour or so, her fiance was arrested on 2 methamphetamine charges, and he was his bond was extremely high. He was held on $1 million cash only bond. A couple hours later, her sister Kimberly was arrested, and she was also held on a cash only bond at $750,000. Now, her charges do appear to be related. According to Up North Live, a local news agency up there who got some of the charging paperwork, had said that she had claimed that Rebecca was hit in the head and had a seizure and was drug away. Now, I haven't seen the paperwork, and we're waiting on her hearing, which is going to be on the 9th. Now, this is Rebecca on the screen with her fiance, Rich. Since all of that happened, then, sometime later, her biological mom, Courtney, and her husband, Bradley, were arrested. Now, Courtney and Kimberly and Rich have done a lot of talking online. They are all over TikTok. The case kind of blew up on TikTok and Facebook. Not really here on YouTube, but yeah. So they did a lot of interviews and stuff, and we've been listening to Courtney's interviews, which are unbelievable. If you missed them, you have to listen. They're on the playlist. This Courtney, her biological mom, I have compared her to Letitia and Lori. She is that evil, that manipulative, that dishonest, and she's nasty. Rebecca and her sister Kimberly were adopted when Rebecca was 1 year old, and Kimberly went into foster care and then were adopted. When Rebecca was 1 and Kimberly was 1 month old. She only had a relationship with Courtney since she was 18. They said 4 years ago, and that the math leads you to her being 18, and leads me to believe, my theory is that maybe she wanted to connect with her once she was allowed and she was 18. So after the mom was arrested and the stepdad, they had their arraignment, and on the same day, Kimberly and Rich had court. Now, their court was continued. We didn't really know what was going on there, but it led you to believe they would be involved because the bond was so high, even though their charges were not necessarily, one of them not related, and one, they weren't, homicide charges like Courtney and Bradley. They did have extensive charges, homicide, torture, 8 charges in total. Well, after that, Kimberly and Rich have now been released. They've posted bond. Their bond was dropped to $5,000, and they only had to pay 10%. So there's a rundown for people who don't know. Hopefully I got everything, because that was just like off the top of my head. I was going to do it anyways, but I hadn't planned like what I was going to say. So on the screen, we have Rebecca and Rich. We're going to go through some pictures. Let me go back to the beginning here. And let me just show you guys. I've grabbed these from their Facebooks and some of them from Google. So we have Rich and Rebecca. And it looks like this could even be like, let me see, like the same day. No, well, I don't know. Maybe not. But the lipstick just made me think because the filter on this other photo. So that's Rebecca and Rich. Here's Kimberly, the sister. Rich. Now, Rich has an extensive background. Lots of charges, sexual charges with kids, just nasty stuff. We looked that up last night. Actually, I was looking tonight to try to get more information on those cases. And, I don't even know that if I did, I would want to go over it. I just wanted more information. So I can tell you because I screenshot his charges here. He has been convicted of criminal sexual conduct, 3rd degree, on a person 13 to 15. Criminal sexual conduct, 2nd degree assault. Children, accosting for immoral purposes. And criminal sexual conduct, 3rd degree, on an incapacitated victim. As well as criminal sexual conduct, 3rd degree, person 13 to 15. So he's really a winner. He may not be involved in what happened. We don't know. And he has done an interview. We're not going to hear it tonight, but we're going to listen to it. He's just, stand-up guy, though. Okay. Here they are again together. Hey, Gavel Geeks. Good to see you. Hey, everybody coming in. I didn't even say hello to you guys because I to a couple people right when we started, but then I just got so into my having to recall all this information. So I kind of wasn't watching chat, but I will in just a moment. Okay, so let's keep going. Here is Egg Donor of the Year, Bio Mom of the Year, Courtney Bartholomew. Here's Rebecca. Very cute girl. Here is, again, Egg Donor of the Year. You're going to see a few of her back to back. So hope I don't make anybody queasy. There's old Bradley, by the way, her hubby, that was also arrested and charged with the same thing. Prosecutors said this was planned and researched together, the two of them. They were trying to take her baby. Courtney has been, saying that she was having IVF treatments, that she wanted another baby, all kinds of stuff. And there's a lot of rumors that can't be verified. Where that goes even further, we won't get into. But just know that's what we're looking at. Here she is again. And again with Bradley, who's also, by the way, a registered sex offender with crimes against children. We looked that up last night, too. There they are. Look at the look in their eyes. He just looks straight up evil right there. They both do. Oh, my God. These people are the bottom of the barrel, okay? The scum of the fucking earth. Excuse my language. But look, I'm just going to call it how I see it. I'm sorry. Trash. Absolute trash. Anybody who is capable of what they have done, disgusting. And then when you hear some of her interviews, and there's more besides what we've listened to, we might get into, oh my God, awful, just unbelievable. She talks about both Kimberly and Rebecca with extreme disdain. She can't stand them. When half the time she talks about them, her jaws clench like this with an attitude. She's just evil personified. And that's a quote from the prosecutor directly. Evil personified. Look at him. Don't play because I ain't the one. Huh. Can't wait to see you tell them girls that out on the yard where you're going to be spending the rest of your life. There they are again with their marriage certificate. And more of Egg Donor of the Year. Now, this is Kimberly, the sister, who we're going to listen to tonight, who's going to make some wild claims about Courtney threatening her. And honestly, it could be true, especially with her being released. Now they're on ankle monitor, she's on an ankle monitor. I don't know about him. I don't recall hearing that. But next week, we're going to have a lot more information when she has court. There she is again. And again. And again, I just grabbed a couple photos that were clear so you guys could see her. Now, let's go over to this article really quick. As we get into the videos, I'll be in the chat. But as we're going through this, I just want to get through it so people, just to make it easier for you guys to digest. So, Rebecca Park's sister and fiance bonds reduced. I just wanted to read this to refresh. We've already looked at this, but right before we listen to her interview, I think, it's a good idea to have a look at this. Okay. The sister and fiance of Rebecca Park, Kimberly Park, and Richard Lee Fowler were released from jail Wednesday after their bonds were significantly reduced. Fowler's bond was lowered from $1 million to $5,000 and Park's from $750,000 to $5,000, with 10% required on both of their bonds. Court records confirmed the bond reductions. Both individuals faced the same charges as before. Preliminary hearing for Fowler is on December 9th, and her probable cause hearing is on December 9th as well. Kimberly was charged with 3 counts, including tampering with evidence in a criminal case, lying to a police officer during a violent crime investigation, and filing a false report of a felony. The first count, tampering with evidence, is a felony punishable by up to 10 years in prison and a $20,000 fine. The second, 4 years in prison and $5,000, and the third, 4 years and $2,000. Park was deemed a threat to the community and a flight risk, according to the court. If she posts bond, the court ordered her to be on a GPS house arrest. And then they give, he will also be placed on it. I guess where it's at the bottom here, I didn't read it before, but look, if released on bond, he will be placed under GPS house arrest. His charges are 2 counts of delivering methamphetamine. Now, he is a habitual offender, so his charges could lead to a lifetime sentence. Now, I just have a feeling, though, if they were going to be charged with homicide, they would have been, since Courtney and Brad have been. And the last thing we're going to get into before we get into the interviews, I want to share this again with you guys, and I will have the article linked, this linked, and the videos we're going to watch. There's 2 videos. Let me drop it in the chat, though. This is a GoFundMe for Rebecca's kids. Done by the sister of her adopted mom. So have a listen to this in case you haven't. I think it gives a little bit of insight, and it's not too long. The circumstances regarding the death of Rebecca are prominent in the media right now, but I would like to ask our community to turn our focus toward Rebecca's true family, their grief and loss, in ways that we can support her family, her children, and her niece. My sister-in-law, Stephanie Park, and brother-in-law, Rodney, received Rebecca at age 1 and Kimberly at age 1 month through foster care. They adopted and raised the girls in a loving family with a mom, a dad, siblings, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins. Stephanie has been brave enough to step into the spotlight to share this information with the public, all while trying to protect their 3 grandchildren from as much of this as they can. Becky left behind 2 young boys who Stephanie and Rod have been caring for since near birth. Kimmy also has a young daughter who is and has been in Stephanie and Rod's care as well. As a measure of protection, names and photos and ages will not be released. Please honor this request from Stephanie and Rod. They now wait to hear the whereabouts of their 4th grandchild. These children will need to be taken care of in ways that most of us can't imagine. They are each innocent in what has happened and will need more than foster care can provide for years to come. All funds will go directly to Stephanie for care of the children. It's not quite at its goal, but it's pretty close. So I'll drop that again in a little bit. Now, I need to hear from you guys. Do we want to jump into what we started to listen to last night? It's an interview from before the arrest. Do we want to jump into that? Or should we start with her recent appearance today on a panel? Remember, we talked about how long until they're on panels doing interviews? Well, today. So, which one do you guys want to look at first? today first. Kate says, let's see if anybody else has a preference. Oh, we knew that was going to happen, right? Today first. Okay. Thankfully, to one of the girls in the Discord, they sent me the link to this clip because it was a live panel. And on TikTok, I mean, oh God, it's frustrating. You can't even rewind if you join. It's just different there. Okay, you guys, we'll do today. Also, the Discord. Just for people to know, I started a Discord. It is true crime only right now. It might have a room. It will have a room for like shopping and sales and coupons and stuff, but it's no drama allowed. However, anybody who's a member on the channel or a member on Patreon can shoot me an email to get the link. And yeah, we'd love for you to join. I would love for you to join. But okay, so let's go over to that. And I'll link this in the description at the end too. Oh my God, last night you guys, I said, because I've been linking everything we look at in the lives after for people on the replay to be able to do their own research. Well, last night, like at the very end, I was exhausted and I completely forgot to link everything until today. So I really apologize if anybody was looking for those. And I'm going, they'll be in the description, and they're not. That makes me feel like an asshole, but I'd be surprised if she hasn't done 2 more since this morning. Okay, here we go. Don Juan is hanging out with Kimmy and brought her back to social media. Now, this is just a guy who from social media, the way I understand it, right? If anybody has, if I'm wrong, because I remember this being talked about. But let me rewind though.
I was just advised to.
Oh my God. What did I do? Hold on, you guys. I'm sorry. I exited right out somehow. But I've got it right here. Pull right back up. We are live. Sometimes shit just happens, okay? And I am no professional. All right.
To be able to talk.
There we
go. I am not on a gag order.
Oh my God, I misheard it earlier and I was like, what the heck? Okay, never mind.
I was just advised to stay off social media.
She's allowed to go on. They just told her it's in her best interest not.
Oh my goodness. When I was listening earlier, there was a lot going on and I didn't even listen to all of it. And I thought she said I'm on a gag order. And then I'm like, I was confused. Let's just keep going.
People are asking, do you think anyone else is involved other than Brad and Courtney? Allegedly, for TikTok purposes.
For TikTok purposes?
Hi, Needy.
Yeah, take that advice. For real.
Well, my opinion is there's got to be something more because.
Hi, Brandy. Do you know you're in a box?
I do. I just want to say one thing. I'm, and then I'm going to hop right back down. I've been kind of silent, but I just want to say this, Kimmy. If you were advised not to be on a live, I
look at the chat, then get off so you don't jeopardize your case. But like what this girl seems like she's about to say.
I suggest that you don't, even if people ask you, just for your best interest. And I'm only saying that because I do not want you to put yourself in any positions. And I do not feel like people coming up and asking you questions, they're not doing this for you, girl. They are not. This is for their own benefit. And I plead with you to not answer people's questions. Because if they said it is in your best interest to stay off, then that means it is in your best interest to stay off. And everybody in the chat is agreeing with me. We want you to have a fair trial. We want you to be able to be safe. And this is not the place. And everyone in the chat is begging you, please, please, please stay off of live. Okay? That's all I wanted to say. I did talk to you in the beginning on lives before I got sick. So I do, I just want you to not jeopardize yourself.
Brandy,
okay?
I'm so sorry to cut you off. We have a whole bunch of people that are trying to get up. So if there's not anything else to add, I am going to have to drop you down.
That's fine, but I believe you are doing Kimmy a disservice by doing this.
Oh. All right. Thank you so much.
You're
Chef would like to come up. Chef, please remember to be respectful. Good morning, Chef. You know you're in a box, sir?
So, Don.
Yes, sir.
What is your fucking motive here, buddy? What?
Ooh. You know what though? Like, I wonder, like, if it was me, I'd probably be watching stuff about me. I don't know though. Maybe not, because that would be extremely stressful. But I think more people should be encouraging that. I'm sorry, but all of these lives and I don't know. I mean, it's probably helped their case. It's probably helped police, maybe. I don't know. It's been a mess. It has been a damn mess.
What is your motive?
I agree. If she's been advised to stay
Hold on,
off,
Salt. 1 second. Salt. 1 second. Salt. 1 second.
Honey.
What is your fucking motive right now, buddy?
I don't have a motive.
So why the fuck are you allowing this to happen?
Allowing what to happen?
Who's on the other line of your fucking phone?
Nobody's on the other line of my phone.
Who's that voice in the background, Don?
I mean, you guys know who it is.
So why do you feel this is necessary, and how do you feel this is going to help the situation, Don?
She's not doing anything wrong.
You are a fuck.
Okay, so Kimberly has a theory. She says, and she was saying earlier in the Discord, this is the reason she is out. I'm telling you, she was released for this reason. She's unable to make good decisions for herself. And I mentioned the Discord just because you guys might be like, how do you know? Because she was saying earlier, like, she believes that they let them out because they knew they would go and talk a lot. And that's an interesting theory, because I kind of was looking at it and still am on the side of maybe their involvement wasn't that much. And we don't know why their involvement was at all. Like with Rich, I kind of think he wasn't involved. I think he's not a good man. But even think about last night, we heard that he never left his home. Like there was cameras and they never saw him leaving. Now, Courtney said that he could sneak out away around them, but that is such an interesting theory to me, that maybe to let him talk. And I'd be really curious if anybody else has that. Look, Ash says, I agree. Huh. Very true. Okay.
Fucking idiot. You know what a fucking idiot is? And I dare you to drop me, Energizer. You are a fucking idiot.
What
You're
did
a
I do exactly?
With the stupid ass 6'7".
I want to say I have believed in Kimmy's innocence being involved in the unaliving of her.
Can I just say, I am so sick of the 6'7" shit. It doesn't even have a meaning. It is literally just a meme of nothing. It means nothing. It's like the definition of brain rot. For real, because it means nothing. And now the whole world is saying it. And here's the crazy thing. My kids, one of their classes, they're banned from saying it. They've been saying it for months, right? Now you're hearing like young adults and some adults doing it. And it's like, are you serious? Now you're saying the same shit that my 9 and 10-year-old are saying? Like, really? 6'7". What does it mean? It's stupid. Get it off your profile picture, Don Juan.
Sister and the baby. But I think being on the internet, especially TikTok right now, is not a good idea. And if they advise that,
oh my God,
then I think you need to adhere to that, Kimmy. You can talk and tell your story when it's all said and done.
Well, and that's what her intentions are.
I feel like you're pushing this, Dawn. I don't feel like this is what she wants to do because she said she was advised not to be on social media. So why are you encouraging it?
She wasn't okay. They recommended.
Okay, that's
because
adorable.
They
Hey,
see,
Roxanne, hey,
but I
Ethan.
can't control her.
You're the one providing the platform for it.
Guys, I'm going to
account,
bring
bro.
True Crime Nicole up real quick. We're going to let her.
It's your account, dude. Coffee and Skeletons. Has anyone said whether Kimberly has like a learning disability, Allie? I have not heard that. I have not heard that. They are being paid, no way around it. I wish that we could find out if those one interviews were paid for. I'm very, very curious, and I don't know that we'll ever know. I mean, I suppose if they come up in the trial, maybe, which is possible because they said all kinds of stuff. It's just a dude from TikTok, Ash. Like, it's a random dude that likes Kimmy. She's autistic and has echolalia, so when she hears things, it just repeats it for weeks. The main speak she does. Oh, okay, Kate, I hadn't heard that. If Kim has a major part in the crime, she wouldn't have been released unless Ellie doesn't have evidence, which would lend to the theory of letting her talk to see if they can find anything else out. Interesting. I say let them talk. The more they talk, the better. Yeah, her mother called both girls slow, but she's an asshole. She is a major asshole. That is a different Wolfie. Hippie chick, which is super cool. Unless you know that one too. Good to see you, hippie chick. Okay, let's keep going.
Have a chance to speak, please. Guys, this was not my planned morning, guys. It's Friday. I literally came on at 7 o'clock.
I didn't hear
My
it.
daughter's still asleep. That's why I'm on. So I want to throw that out first and foremost.
Nicole, you're up. I didn't bail her out, and I didn't buy her a phone. I just wanted to clear that up with you guys. These, all these rumors that go around, like, it gets old. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that.
Neat. Was that in something we listened to? Because I didn't hear it, which wouldn't be abnormal. It's really extremely hard to hear everything while it's playing and watch the chat and stuff like that and keep conversation going. So I think I catch most, but
Hey Dawn, how are you?
Melissa.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really not okay, but do you mind if I talk to Kimmy real quick? And I hate that I have to do this even on the live
Nicole,
platform.
may I please first and foremost throw out that like I said before he started speaking, you guys can tell by the live, like, this was not titled for Rebecca.
No, I'm not upset with you.
I see a lot of people hating on me, and I feel like Chef's mad at me, but guys, this was, what I mean? But Chef, as long as you're willing to stay cool and calm, I will bring you back up.
Kimberly, can you hear me?
Okay, first and foremost.
Hold on, Chef. Can I please talk to Kimberly?
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. Kimberly, can you hear me?
She can hear you.
Can she speak?
She's choosing not to.
So you're going to speak for her like you're her father?
No.
Dude, what is he supposed to do if she's not speaking, though? Just sit there in silence, I guess. Pass, thank you for rejoining. Gavel Geeks. Have you been, digging into this one? I hope you will. Super deep. It has been absolutely insane. And we are not even through, even half of what they said publicly. Hell, there's so much out there I don't even know about. I guarantee it. Because these TikTok live streams go up and down, and we have all of Steph's case files, right? But we've heard her say and have guests on that were having their own live streams that she was hopping up on, that they were also on. Connie, thank you for joining. And Pass, thank you for rejoining. I think I said it out loud. I know I typed it to you, but I want to make sure I said it. But oh my God. It's truly unbelievable.
She just turned around and said,
why won't she speak to me now? Because she knows that I've messaged her for the past 2 days to leave you the fuck alone. Dawn, do you see what you're doing to her right now? I have told her since she got out to stay off the internet for her safety. She is not okay right now. She's grieving. She's not mentally well. She needs to stay off and take care of herself. She told me yesterday she's going to be with family. I told her to take care of herself and go grieve with her own family.
Wow, you guys. Jenna, thank you for joining. Sorry to keep pausing. I just want to also thank you guys.
She needs anything, let me know. I've asked her every single day if she needed food. I sent her food the other day. Now I'm sitting here in the morning getting all these messages that you were on live with her. You sit here and say that you have her best interest. And I spoke to you. The first time I spoke to you, I said, if you don't have her best interest, leave her the fuck alone. And now, just a couple of days after she gets out, you're sitting on a live platform. She has an open case, Dawn, an open one. Get her off the internet. This is not okay. This is not at all okay. And to be clear, y'all don't know each other, and I don't even know why the fuck y'all are together. But it's none of my business. All I care about is Kimmy off the fucking internet. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. I've been nothing but here for Kimmy every fucking day. If she needed anything, I'm here, and she knows that. She fucking knows that. And for you to sit here every goddamn day and be on the fucking internet about Kimmy, messaging me, blowing me up about Kimmy because she hasn't read your message or sent you a reply or did this or do that is disgusting. Be a fucking grown-ass man and go somewhere else, not with a 20-year-old.
I'm sorry, you guys. I know it is stressful, and I apologize, but we got other stuff to look at too. And I'm about to pull up a clip really quick of what the prosecutor said from ATS News' channel. So it'll give us a little second. Hold on.
I'm fed up. I'm fed the fuck up because I've done my best to sit here and help Kimmy and be here for her. And I don't know why this 41-year-old man thinks that he's entitled, because it's disgusting. I don't get it. And that's all I got to say.
Hey, if I might interrupt, Nicole, guys, real quick. I just seen Jax come through. She gets priority over anyone. She was actually out there. So, Jax, if you would like a box, you can come up. Shout out. Jeff, you're up next, sir.
I don't even know what to say right now.
Well, what are you doing then? People are crazy. Okay, let's take a second and go over to ATS News, who is a friend of mine. Actually, tomorrow night, I'm not going to be live, but I will be a guest on her channel to talk about this. So I'm going to drop her link, and let's just, because I saw Vut asking about this being planned, and I think this was such a powerful statement that has become like pretty well known in this case. I think we've heard it a lot, but we should hear it a lot.
These two individuals created a plan, conducted research. Ms. Bartholomew brought Rebecca to their home. They forced her into another vehicle and took her into the woods, where they stabbed her, forced her to lie on the ground while they cut her baby out, and ultimately caused her death and the death of the baby. They then left Rebecca in the woods. This is, frankly, evil personified, and I would ask the court to hold her with.
So yes, they planned it. Forced her, in a car, stabbed her, made her lay down, took her baby, and then left her there. And I don't know we don't know with the baby. We know that 2 of their charges are something like intentionally causing a miscarriage or stillbirth. That's mentioned in 2 of the charges, but I cannot remember the exact charge. So it leads you to believe that they have evidence that maybe the baby didn't survive, but we just don't know for sure. Yeah.
So the fact that you don't know what to say, Jax, may I speak?
Go right ahead.
We don't know.
Thank you. Don, you and I have spoken. I've given you a lot of time to explain yourself. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. She's currently staying with you. Is that what people are telling me?
No.
So how are you guys together right now, Don?
Well, I mean, we're not staying together. No, she's not living with me. I didn't bail her out. I didn't buy her a phone. And yeah, so that.
Okay, so Gavel Geeks ask, do you know how many of these TikToks have been done? And do you have a good list of channels to keep an eye on, Alex? No, actually, no. So I have yes and no. I have some, but I really have a feeling there are so many more because like in the ones that we've heard so far, random people that have been up that have their own channels, we hear them talk about other lives, but TikToks don't stay up. So they have to be re-uploaded over here. I need to do a search tonight on YouTube of like any that, see if anything comes up that we haven't seen. But there's a channel called Steph's Case Files. And I'm going to drop it in the chat right now. The link to the live we're about to go into where Kimberly talks quite a lot. This is before Rebecca was found. It's going right now in the chat. She has on her video tab re-uploaded her lives where they have been on numerous times and talked a lot. Like we've listened to a portion of them, but maybe half, if that, and it's taken days to get through. On a live stream, you can listen to them on your own, you know what I mean? But yeah. So okay.
That's all.
But you made it a point that you had to clear some debt in order to be able to be around her. Is that true?
Clear debt? What do you mean clear debt? If you can explain, I don't know what that means.
Dude, Kimmy, it's Chef. How you doing, Kimmy? Can you speak to me, Kimmy? You know I've always looked out for your best interest at one point, correct?
I've watched every single person bash me out while I was in jail. I am not really thrilled with anybody.
Except me, Kimberly.
No, hold on, Nicole. Please, you had your chance. Please. Kimmy, was it a bash or was it try to make you understand the severity of what's going? See what I mean, man? Like
she's gone, Chef.
That's wild.
And I don't care.
Okay, so let me.
Been a problem. Don has been.
Energizer. The fact that you're the host.
I don't know if they come back because, like I said, I didn't
Using my phone.
Wait.
I just personally, honestly, like.
Let's just look and see, and then we'll get into the interview that we come to listen to.
Fucking help.
I'm sorry, but I just got a question, and maybe someone in the panel. But why am I being attacked? Like literally, people are attacking me now in the comments.
Let's skip around.
Saying that it was just for information. She's not safe with him either. He's doing exactly what everybody else.
After some other creators and this and that, but the problem is
that's not what they are. I don't normalize that shit.
He does not have no outstanding warrants. He sent me his receipt. He doesn't.
Okay, so they don't come back up. All right, let's go over to the live that we started last night. Now, we know there's a portion where they do this stupid battling on TikTok. So it's not, there's an hour, but it's not the full hour. It is such a mess. But you know what? Okay, awesome, Jenna. They said in court, right? Did they? I mean, I know the charges insinuated that, but I don't remember hearing flat out. Maybe they did. Regardless, the charges certainly insinuate it. Look, at least somebody was trying to look out for her best interest, you know? Okay. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything in the chat before we get started. Okay, so the way that the timeline works with the interviews, at least the way it's uploaded here and the way it appears by listening, is Richard goes on and talks. Courtney goes on a couple times. Kimberly is on with her. And then Kimberly is on this one. Then I believe Courtney goes back on. And then that's it. We have not listened to Richard, which actually took place first. Again, if they're uploaded correctly, which I believe they are, because we know that the ones with Courtney, the back-to-back is like 2 different days, 1 day apart, and they were uploaded 1 day apart like that. And it seems to be the right amount of time ago, but I don't know for sure. But we haven't listened to Richard. We heard Courtney. Now this is Kimberly. Then we will hear Courtney again and we'll listen to Richard. But just so you guys know how that kind of went. This is Steph's case files. That's the bounty hunter guy, right? I forget. I forget his name, but okay, here we go. He's been trying to help. He was at the property, searching the property, that kind of thing. Maybe I should rewind a little bit so we know where, like we remember where we left off. Okay.
And she's already had 2 children. So I think it's safe to say by now that she's probably more than likely had this baby.
Wolfie.
Kimberly, do you think
wow.
Is there any way, I'm trying to think of a network that your mom thinks she's wanting to go to Texas. Is there anybody that you know in Texas that you have not spoke to yet? I don't know. Maybe they open up the door and there's a baby in the mailbox.
Figured, but not with her.
We have like several different family members that live out there.
Is it your like cousins or aunts and uncles that live out there? Is it family or is it just friends?
Just so you guys know, the first part we listened to last night, that's why we're starting here. I do feel bad for somebody who didn't maybe listen to the first part. But it's on last night's live at the end. And oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I keep hitting that. At the end of last night's live. Every single night, though, there has been tons of information that we've went through and with the interviews.
Uncles on mom's side. So Courtney's brothers.
No, not Courtney.
Uncle on your foster mom's side?
Yes.
But is there anybody blood related to your mom or Rich that's in the state of Texas? Or Brad, for that matter?
Not that I know of.
All right, folks. I'm going to let you down for just a second while we do this battle to
okay. We already saw that part.
I don't see him right now, but I'm going to bring you
all.
off.
Stopped. Maybe. What am I doing? I'm lost. I'm confused. Last night I was so tired. Like I said, I forgot to even upload the links until this morning. And I was sitting here and I'm like, my ass is not about to fall asleep here.
And being like, okay, this is what this needs to do. Because this family, from the moment I said somebody on this back end has.
Hold on, she comes back up here.
Cares more
I know
about.
That 1 hour in.
With everything in this case than this family has.
Yeah. Yeah. True Crime Nicole is a friend of mine. And she has been working
on Rich. So is Kimmy all of a sudden. So is Trust in God. They're all working together.
And an invite.
Okay. Now
She said
back up. Okay, this is where she claims she immediately comes back up. She just got the invite. Now, this is where I know, because when I first found this, I skipped through and just happened to come across this part, like one of the parts I landed on. And this is where she makes the claim that Courtney threatened her. Okay. We went a little after the battle, I think. Yes, I was on long, but the night before, I promised you guys we would make it longer, so it's really trying. And yeah. Okay.
So to send an invite.
YouTube had saved a spot, and I just pulled it up from there.
Courtney told me if I say absolutely anything, me and my daughter are both going down for it.
Was that in a
My
text or
daughter
a phone
before,
call?
so what's going to stop her now?
Show us the text, Kimberly.
What did she say? What's going
She
to
said
stop her now?
Was that in a
My
text or
daughter
a phone
before,
call?
so what's going to stop her now?
Show us the text, Kimberly.
I don't know what she said.
She said it to my face.
So she's
So
at
you're
your
there
house.
with her?
No, I'm not with her.
How did she say
I'm
it to your
at my
face,
house.
Kimberly?
She said it the day after my sister disappeared when I came out there.
Okay, my team will protect you.
We're here to, yes, we listen to I can feel like you have some things to talk about, Kimberly. I'm not sure this panel is the right place to do it. I think you need to have this conversation with the people who can help you the most, like Bounty, and call the police. But if there have been threats against you, that's serious. This is serious. And if your mom is capable of one child, she is certainly capable of another.
There it is, Steph. There it is.
And if you don't feel comfortable doing it in Wexford County, I got people in other counties that will gladly help this, even state level.
That's the guy I was telling you. So it's interesting because he went and searched Courtney's property. And he talks about that. And there was a truck there that's now been towed. And the truck had like the seat cut off, like the fabric cut off the seat. And they claimed that a bunch of paint got in it. And they talked about this in the beginning of this interview, but that was the one thing he wasn't allowed to go near, which is interesting. Melissa, not quite that much. Kindness. I live in this area of the state. I can't quit listening. I believe her too. I don't even doubt it. She's crazy manipulative, Courtney. I don't doubt it either. Wolfie, you're welcome. Wolfie said, I hate TikTok, so I'm glad you have a regular YouTube channel and you gathered all this stuff into one place. Well, trying to, but it's really hard. Like I said, I know we're missing stuff. Ash said that she's watched all of this stuff, like on TikTok, a lot of it while it's live, and that not all of it's uploaded. She said that a minute ago. So that's interesting. And we know other channels too, or other TikTok accounts, but you're so welcome. And thank you for being here. Hey, Edith. I think the police arrested her to protect her and get them to talk. I've heard that theory as well. I don't know if I said thank you to all of these, but thank you guys who have joined. I appreciate it. Honestly. Thank you. Okay.
There it is, Steph.
We all
There it
want
is.
exactly what you want, Kimmy. We want Rebecca to be at peace. We want to find closure for the family. We don't know her, but a part of us still feels like she's family. We all love and care for her just the same way that you did, except for you knew her. The only things we know is what people are telling us, and we still all care for her like she's family.
Okay. Anyways. remember, we heard clips of Courtney after this. There's an interview, I haven't heard it yet, on Steph's channel with Courtney right after this. We've also heard clips from other channels that I've played for you guys, like short little 10-minute videos that were uploaded, where Courtney is flat out saying it was Kimberly who did this. You know, I lost one daughter that was murdered and the other daughter who murdered her. You know, or what do you think what do you think Kimberly's going to be charged with while they were waiting? Because they don't put out the charges until they're arraigned. And homicide. You know, she's just been... So can you imagine her listening to this?
Just want my sister home. Kimmy.
We can help you in any way.
Kimmy, this goes out to you, Courtney, whoever is listening, who's involved. We need someone to speak up no matter what the outcome is, so we can close this case no matter what the outcome is. There's other people that need to be looked for. And
this is weird, you guys. These are TikTokers. Like, I don't know. We need to close this case. There's other people who need to be looked for. You are free to look into any case and talk about any case. This isn't your job. There are police officers who are taking care of this. Hence why, you know, there's been charges filed. I find it so freaking strange. Like, I've wanted to do TikTok lives for a while now, and this is making me not want to.
if you know something or they know something, we need to speak up so we can go look for another sister, another mother, another baby. There's other people that need to be looked for.
What?
Kimberly, can I ask you one question?
Neat. What in the world?
And this is something you can talk in private to Bounty, anybody.
Then
but
why are
do
you
you know where your
asking her now?
sister is? Has your mother told you?
No, she hasn't.
You promised me with everything that you do not know where that girl is.
Don't know.
Kimberly, I know you want to let it out, baby. Now's your chance to do it. Now's your chance, woman to woman. Now is your chance to protect yourself and get a grip on your life and get away from the people that are toxic to you. You promised me that you do not know where your sister is. Kimberly.
I agree with what Dora is saying, but also I feel that you know something happened a little more than what you're willing to disclose right this minute. If it's something that you want to talk in private about, I will set it up to where me and somebody else come out and talk to you.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, Kimberly. If you don't want to talk, message Bounty. He will get you to the side. But Kimberly, please, woman to woman right now, that is your sister.
I'm really curious. Is this Bounty guy like an actual private investigator, or is he like a TikTok investigator? Yeah, woman to woman in front of thousands of people on a live. Don't worry, you're about to get reminded of it. We've got 200,000 tippity taps. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my God. Is this dude an actual private investigator who's licensed to search and things like that, like you is doing? Because here's the thing. Imagine had he come across evidence. Oh my God. Okay. I'm surprised her adopted mom doesn't get her home and under control. I know she's 21, but hey, I still listen to my mom at 21. Shit, girl, I'm telling you, my mom told me to do something, I'd listen. She doesn't, because she respects me, and like as my own adult, right? And she's awesome. But I'm telling you, if she told me something, I would still listen to her. Maybe it's just like a respect thing, or I try to, for the most part anyway. Okay, here you go.
I will have somebody in your door in less than 5 minutes.
This is the girl you grew up with. This was the person that tagged you in many videos saying how much she loved you, how much she looked up to you.
You're manipulating her.
Kimberly, this is the woman that you grew up with that loved you and loved your babies.
How dare you manipulate like this? Leave her. Oh my God.
She from her post with pictures of you, she loved your relationship. She enjoyed having her sister around.
What
I'm
would
asking
be
you.
done for you in this situation?
Look out for you. Those people aren't looking out for you. And if you know something, Kimberly, more than you're not letting on right now, because this is a public live with 1,600 people in here,
Oh my God.
take it to Bounty in private. You can talk to them. You can freely talk to them. If you know something and you feel in your heart, something
bizarre.
mom may have said to you, please let somebody know, Kimberly. Stop playing this back and forth game. At the end of the day, that's not bringing your sister home. Please, there's thousands of people in here begging you to do this in private and come forward and say something.
Then why?
You know why? They're not looking out for you at the end of the day. They don't care about you. They're using you as a front or a cover. And you don't want to go down with that, baby. You don't want to go down with somebody else. You got a family of your own to take.
Ash, I have a question. Do you know that he is a TikTok investigator? And if you do, and you know his account, like if he makes TikTok videos, can you send that to me, pretty please? Because I am really curious, especially knowing he searched the home where Rebecca was taken. Apparently, right, Bradley went and got her, and they brought her back there, forced her into another vehicle, took her up in behind there in the woods, and we know the rest, but he was there. This feels so icky. They are not law enforcement. They are predators trying to get her to give info for clout. If they wanted to help, they would be talking to her offline. I do not disagree. I feel kind of scummy. I don't feel scummy listening because it's out there and it's, part of the case at this point. I mean, these videos are liable to be used in the trial or anything. We saw other things from social media with like Leilani, with other people used in trials. Letitia Stalk, all of her Facebook stuff like was in the case file, but yeah, I don't like it. Thank you, Ash. You are the best. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay. Care of. Will you please talk to Bounty in private?
Really good
please
to listen to it because I had no idea this kind of shit was happening like this in the middle of these cases. We talk about so a lot of the people who watch my channel are mainly like true crime watchers. Oftentimes they don't even know what's going on in the drama or trauma communities, right? But I've been a viewer, and a lot of my friends have channels in the trauma community, and I watch a lot of that. I like to know what's going on, especially when it involves a case or, I want to know what's going on. We talk in that, in those communities a lot about how these creators go too far with some of these cases, right? And this just seems like leaps and bounds past a lot of that. It's crazy.
Yes.
Okay. That's all I needed to hear from you.
Honestly.
That's all I needed to hear from you. Thank you, Kimberly. I really appreciate it. And I hope and I pray that you do talk to him in private. Please.
Gosh, it's on the
you
bottom
don't
of
have to worry. There's people surrounding you. If you felt like you were in fear, you can reach out to Bounty and he'll be right there. Please don't worry about that. Don't worry about what Courtney's telling you. Don't worry about it. Worry about you and your family. You have a family to raise. You have a boyfriend, children of your own. Protect you at all costs.
Kimberly is somebody that had a narcissistic mother that never protected her daughter and didn't look out for her daughter. I can tell you, honey, right now, she will not protect you. I don't care what she tells you. She is not looking out for you or anybody else except for Courtney. That's it.
She hasn't looked after you your whole life, but now she wants you to look after her. I understand a mother love, right? She doesn't care. She's shown that multiple times. If she could sit up on a public platform and call you and your sister a whore, she will do anything against you. She's not for you. She's against you. And you have to understand what people are here telling you. This whole thing for the past few days has been nothing but the blame game. We got to stop it. We got to come forward. You know something. It doesn't matter if it's something that she may have told you. Tell Bounty in private. Talk to him. Let it loose. Let this off your shoulders and let it go. Stop bounty.
Connie says, I've never heard of this bounty guy. Who is he and what does he do? I don't know. I'm trying to find out. I know that he is doing private investigations and searches. Don't know if that's apparently, according to people here that watch over there a lot, he's just a TikToker. I don't know. I have to think, like, are you guys new to true crime? What are you doing? You have to be, right? To like, or do you just think you're that important that okay.
Putting it up and protecting somebody that ain't done a damn thing to protect you your whole life. Set yourself free.
I can.
It's the time now.
And if you're afraid of the people in the neighborhood, there's 1,600 people in here right now. I guarantee you somebody in here is willing to help get you out of there.
If you've ever heard that song, Kimberly, I'll send out an army. There's plenty of people that'll come to you.
Are you
Plenty.
kidding me? You have got to be kidding me. You know that I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the...
This has affected a lot of people in a lot of ways, and I can't imagine how it's affecting you. So tomorrow, will you please sit down with Bounty and talk to him about everything we just talked about?
Lisa.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you feel safe where you're at right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Kimberly, I don't know how many people have sat here for days and heard Becca's story. The internet cares more about Becca and that unborn baby and what happened. If there's anything that will set you free right now is letting somebody know something, Kimberly. Don't protect and cover up for somebody that ain't done a shit thing for you. She hasn't cared. She's got on here and placed the blame game on you. It's time. It's time. It's time to bring Rebecca home, Kimberly.
Oh man, everybody take a deep breath. We have 640,000 likes. I don't even know what kind of gold is sitting on top of that. You guys are doing the best you can do, and you're doing amazing. 1,700.
This is not about the TikTokers. 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 This is not about
in here. If you're in here and you do not follow me, please do so. It's free to do. On this panel right now is Kimberly, the daughter, and Courtney and sister.
Nope. I gotta say it. I'm getting sick and tired of hearing about the fucking likes and the clicks and the taps on this damn video and every other interview involving suspects and victims. It's just so gross. It sounds so gross. My God. Do these people ever listen back to their stuff? Because I like this girl. She asked great questions. Like, I really liked her when we started watching these interviews, but okay. Again, this is not
Renee, my friend Dora.
Jesus.
And who do we? Oh, Miss Love Lori. I thought she was Miss Cheryl because my friend Miss Cheryl has the same kind of stuff in her username.
Exactly.
Bounty, my friend Nell. Chas.
There is a woman right now. God only knows where she was at this time, because it seems like the area where she was found had been searched. But there was a woman who was left out in the woods with her baby cut out of her womb. And you're sitting on here acting like this is your, chance of fame. What the fuck does the likes mean? What does that do for you? Like, can you not go go talk about celebrities or something if that's what you're like? Oh my God. To think about that. And here's the worst part. Ooh, it's getting me mad. The baby's missing. The young woman was only 22 years old. Her fucking brain wasn't even developed. And her biological egg-donoring mother is the one who took her baby from her and took her life. Planned and researched.
And somebody who I've not heard from before with an A-ball as an icon is up on the panel. I thought I heard you speak on Nicole's panel earlier, but welcome in. Do you have anything that's on your mind?
There's a reason why this channel doesn't do the stupid fucking goals that YouTube tells us that we can do. The chat. There's a reason why. Because the shit I talk about, it would be disgusting. And I'm sorry, that's my opinion. With true crime, if you're setting those goals, you're gross.
I just want Kimberly to lift the weight off of her shoulders, bust through the level of fear that is placed.
Okay, Samantha.
Rise up for your sister. Do what's right.
Thank you, Ash.
Talk with Bounty. Follow his lead. There's thousands of people that have got your back. You're going to be okay.
Kimberly, I have a question. Are you safe right now? And do you feel like you're safe, or do you feel like you need a way? I have somebody that's messaging me that is willing to get you a hotel to meet at a safe space with Bounty if you are willing.
My boyfriend's family is pretty crazy, so yeah.
So you're safe?
Oh yeah, his grandpa will literally walk out of the house.
I saw
Okay, that's all I need to know.
This creator was on Banfield today. You're right. I saw that.
Both are not, but he will.
Yeah.
He considers me one of his own.
And you're going to meet tomorrow with Bounty, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
You have a vehicle to get to the place you need to meet
Oh
Bounty
my
at, correct?
gosh, you rock.
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't.
Thank
you. So we need to get her there.
I'm going to be honest, the way I arrive, I don't think it is best that I go physically to her house to get her. Is there anybody at all that could meet up with her and bring her to my location or meet up anywhere? I just don't want them to think that people like me are marching around there.
Yeah.
My boyfriend's mom was
I'm in
exactly
Texas,
out,
so.
and Brendan said he would give me a ride.
Okay.
Okay.
Just wanted to make sure because I would have called you. I would have called you an Uber to get you there.
Can I ask one more question, Kim?
Yeah, I'm safe with my crazy boyfriend.
Now, you already know that I have received pictures for what the house used to look like in the interior. There was a
here we
plastic
go.
dog kennel, and there was a moving dolly underneath that dog kennel. Where did that dog kennel and that moving dolly end up at?
So he's not only doing searches, he is doing investigations to the point where he's, I mean, you hear him. Okay, let's keep that in
I'm
mind.
not
Remember that.
sure where that went. If Brad did something with it, then he would have hidden it from sight.
Where is Brad staying at currently?
At Courtney's with her.
Sorry.
Is he living there?
To look for
Yeah,
the guy.
he has that.
There was some video.
Okay, so who is living at the property in Mesick where that dolly is now located?
Median.
What's that?
The facials. Oh.
Would that be a good spot to start a search?
I think she said the aunt.
Kimberly, are you there?
Yes, I had to go for 15 months.
Who lives at that property where the dolly's located?
Fabian. What is that?
Would it be a smart idea to check out that brand new shed?
I mean, yeah, it'd be a great idea to do it.
Oh.
Thank you for your time, Steph. I appreciate everything you've done. Another shout out to True Crime Nicole and everybody in here. Our goal is to bring Becca back. Y'all have a wonderful night.
Thank you so much,
Bounty.
You too, Bounty. Thank you.
I think I know where he's headed to. You guys could turn on comments now. I think we let that breathe there for just a second. Cassidy.
Thank God.
What's going on? Oh, hello. You're. Let me see what your name is. Lisa. Welcome up.
Lisa. I was the driver tonight for the video.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, you're the mom.
I've been trying to stay under the radar. Sorry, Kim.
Not only that, if you missed the first part, she had somebody take video of where the phone was found. What was the video? Where the phone was found. Rebecca had not been found yet. Sorry, I had to think. The phone was found over to the right, like in an area opposite of where Courtney was saying, like mentioning to look. But anyways, she got video of that trail back there.
Really? She's gone now, you know. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Let's see if she comes back.
Like I said, I just been trying.
But the answer that I got was it was white.
We're gonna keep
now,
moving, you guys. We're gonna go to the next interview.
So you can see that it deviates. Screenshot. Live. No, let's stay here.
He is on someone else's live. He's on.
Now I'm looking at Bounty Hunter's TikTok. I don't see really anything yet. I'm gonna keep a looking, but I do see a Cash App. I don't even really see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some more looking, but that is what the noise was. I was trying to look on my phone while we were listening, because I need some clarification on that. I think that's important. Now, this is the sister live confession, she titles it. Then we have Bio Mom Speaks Out. So she comes on 2 days later.
Was lowering them.
But we have to find where it's at. And I've obviously went through this some, but I don't remember. And there's so many. This is just her and that girl.
People running, but as she was put on the bus for Tennessee, why search the back?
Yeah, why would Kimmy be asking about them trails if she put her sister on a bus? Is what I'm thinking.
No, we don't believe it.
Okay, so when she was asking about those trails, Brad, when she was asking about those trails back there, Brad, and those types of specific questions like that, Brad, why would you not think after all this time with her missing and all the stuff that you guys have been doing and all?
So yeah,
the 1.1 thousand people that are watching.
I wasn't the one there when she fell down and skinned her knee. I wasn't the one when she got her first heart rate. It wasn't me. Kimmy Gunn made that clear.
I mean,
Okay,
like
now I gotta
Kimberly
find
has
where
made
she
it so
comes
that
up.
it's
There she
Kimberly
is again.
Then what date was it?
It wasn't.
It was after.
That's
And so
Courtney's
was-
voice. I'm just trying to find because I don't know. I guess her picture doesn't show.
Brad more important than your girls or something? Is maybe that why? Did they feel like you gave him more attention than them? Or I'm not understanding why they didn't like Brad so much. What?
The Seco search, and they work your region, Michigan, Ohio, all of those Midwestern states. Yeah. So that's the best thing to do right now to get a legitimate search.
They
for
denied
free.
because they said they had no starting point for the disappearance of Rebecca K. Park.
So there's a lot of state they don't allow us. If you
When
run
does
in,
Courtney
run
come
into,
up? I'm sorry, you
issues,
guys,
get-
but we kind of have to do it together to find where she comes up. So let's see.
I'll figure out a way to make that happen.
Okay, we will. We'll be in touch, and Courtney, if you could stay on, that'd be great. I've got your information. I hit follow, so we'll be in
Courtney is
contact.
still on. Okay.
Yeah, involved. They were the one that took Brad down to the. I'm sorry, but I didn't really speak to that man. I asked
Into your properties, you're saying they're behind your house.
No, they're not adjacent.
Your house. Did you ever stop to think that? Why do they think you?
No, I
Oh
have.
my,
You
this
want
is
the
gonna be
screenshots on that
interesting.
too?
Kimmy hands the phone off every time you text.
This is the after Kimmy's interview, so she's gonna be
I have
pissed.
a question. You know that she is with.
On social media and all the speculation, why wouldn't you have said, you know what, that's right?
Sent her to Tennessee.
Wow. Okay, it's way back here.
Irritate them. I think the protesters should bring it up. One of them should, because I have a feeling that will break out a fight between Brad.
Can somebody tell me when Hot Dot Miss?
Oh my lord. No, they said she was going in her live.
They're trying to get her up on the panel now. They said she's going to this live, that live, or are they listening? I don't know. It's very confusing.
Oh wait, hold on. What is going on?
Comments
Where did her other account go?
I don't know. Hold on.
Yeah, they're on.
Here she is.
Earlier today, the detective asked me and Brad to come in.
I'm sorry, you guys.
We both went in. The detective talked to me and asked me if I'd do a lie detector test.
Okay, jeez.
Did not give Brad the choice to even do a lie detector test. They automatically told him that he was doing it whether he liked it or not. While I was doing mine, I found out that Kimberly had said that I hit my daughter and I hit her body. Then I find out that she's trying to get my husband for murder. Then I find out that she's been asking Brad about the trails behind my house.
Oh my God.
Okay. Tomorrow, I've agreed with everybody, 11 o'clock, be in front of my house or on the side road, whatever. You follow me. We do trail hunt out where.
We have seen the video where she tells people to come the next day to search with her. Rebecca was found like one day later, if I'm not mistaken. We've watched that. But it's interesting that she's saying Kimmy is asking all these questions about the trails behind my house. Like she's like trying to set her up or something.
Kimberly's asking. I do not know what we're going to find.
Yes, Ash.
If we find anything. I have no clue. This could be a lot.
Are you willing to accept a couple questions if we're we're neutral, we just have a couple questions for you? We will have a team out here tomorrow at 11. We appreciate you taking the time to talk to us, but we do have some questions with you. We can let you speak and repeat what you said out there because it was difficult to hear. But when you're done, if you would please accept some questions as long as we're respectful.
Yeah. Saturday night before.
Hold up. Is she live playing someone else's live and then just uploading it to her channel? Okay.
Or Kimberly left
I'm
with
confused.
Brendan. She had stated that, was it Saturday? It was Saturday, right? She stated that she was the one in the black car. Where she got the car, I don't know. But she stated that she was the one in the car. She was the one that picked her sister up. She also stated that she took her to a bus station, put her on a bus, and sent her to Tennessee. When she got there, was to get a hold of Josh. And I don't know if she's there yet or not. She should be. Because it does not take 3 weeks, right? I didn't think so. But she should already be there. Josh was supposed to help her with that $2,000 to get a apartment.
What?
I told
live
them
in Tennessee.
I'm not
You
lying
can't get
for my
one for
daughter
that.
anymore. She's going to fess up.
Right.
Connie, I hope you feel better. And I'm sorry you had to have surgery, but I'm glad it's over with. And I hope you get some rest.
In fact,
Those
I live an hour and a half north of
Doing
where
it.
she's talking about. I know where
And
she's
then
talking about.
We get back in my car, which I'm sitting there at the sheriff's department
You
waiting.
can hear that
for Brad.
busted thing again.
And I don't know if she's there yet or not. She should be. Because it does not take 3 weeks, right? She stated that she was the one in the black car. Where she got the car, I don't know. But she stated that she was the one in the car. She was the one that picked her sister up. She also stated that she took her to a bus station, put her on a bus, and sent her to Tennessee. When she got there, was to get a hold of Josh. And I don't know if she's there yet or not. She should be. Because it does not take 3 weeks, right? I didn't think so. But
She just, I cannot fathom committing a crime like this, but then to sit and talk about searching. I know. It's unbelievable. It truly is.
she should already be there. Josh was supposed to help her with that $2,000 to get a apartment.
What?
I told
live
them
in Tennessee.
I'm not
You
lying
can't get
for my
one for
daughter
that.
anymore. She's going to fess up.
Right. In fact, I live an hour and a half north of
Doing
where
it.
she's talking about. I know where
And
she's
then
talking about.
We get back in my car, which I'm sitting there at the sheriff's department waiting for Brad. And he gets in, he's like, this is some bullshit. And I said, what do you mean? He's like, your daughter's trying to implicate me for murder. I said, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And then
Wow.
he's like, could that be why she's asking me about the trails? I was like, I hit the dash so hard, I'm surprised the airbag didn't freaking deploy. I was like, what the fuck you mean she's asking you about the trails behind the house? He's like, she's been asking me.
What?
And when the cops were out here searching for Becca around where her phone was and all that, Kimmy was sitting here getting nervous. Real nervous.
Oh my God. She knows Rebecca is on the trails. She also just said it was an area that cops had searched, that Kimmy keeps asking about. Not only does this evil ass bitch take the life of her own daughter and take her baby out of her stomach, She then blamed it on her other daughter, both of which she lost custody of and somebody else raised since the time they were 1 month and 1 year old.
Nervous. Okay, so you say you put your sister on the bus,
Right
but
behind
yet you're
it,
sitting here getting nervous.
Abelf.
And then when we start asking her questions about the
So
seat
obvious.
and the rugs and all that, she just kind of like closed herself off to us. She didn't want to talk anymore.
Does this sound familiar, anybody?
Now, everybody in this knows that Kimberly has had everybody, even the ones that went out to the compound, the ones that were here, running a wild goose chase. This has to end. That is why I said, let's go check the trails behind my house.
Oh my God almighty. And then she's found there right after. Like 2 days after this, if this is actually the day before they were supposed to search together. Oh my God almighty, which would be 3 weeks since she had been missing, right? I just cannot believe. I got a question for you guys. This is 2 hours long. There is no way I'm going to be able to play it all tonight. It's already almost 11 o'clock. We can go for a while or not. How should we go, like halfway? Because this is the hard part for people who might watch Sunday, but not tonight. They're going to be kind of, I don't know. They won't see the beginning. Just like tonight, we had already heard half of that with Kimberly. So I don't know how we should do this. If you have an idea, let me know. Katie, that is her. It was her biological daughter. Courtney, the woman who's now been charged with murder, the victim is her biological daughter and biological grandson.
What are we checking? Because this has got to stop. Those four.
Well, I also have to
Can we
talk
confirm? Have you talked to your daughter? Have you talked to Becca?
Maybe we should finish this first, and then I don't know.
Baby shower that we had planned, okay, and was supposed to be virtual.
Virtual?
How the hell do you do a virtual baby shower?
What? That's not what
You
she
can do
testified
it.
to before.
Correct.
Testified.
Must be at her house.
Are they running a fucking court of law? That's not what she testified to before? Jesus, Lord. Hold on. That is not what she testified to before. Jesus, Lord. Oh my God, I cannot believe these people. Okay.
Just a little leery on that, but has she had the baby? Do you know? Kimberly says she has. She said that he's fine, but he's in the NICU in Tennessee.
Oh my!
I'll be there in the morning.
I don't know how truthful it is,
Oh my God.
but
When did
that's what Kimberly's saying.
When did Kimberly originally
Erlanger?
tell you that she got Becca on a bus to Tennessee?
Oh my God.
She told me Saturday.
She told you on Saturday? Okay. And then
And I told her to
If
tell
she-
the detective,
right.
and she said that she was sent to.
No,
If
it was
she
her own
did
daughter.
Get on this bus and
Hold
you're
on.
believing that's what happened. Why and what would be significant about the trails behind your house?
Ooh.
Why is Kimberly asking about the trails that are behind my house?
She was setting her up to be the blame. And police arrested her right after. I cannot believe that. Okay, so let me try to explain this to you a little better, Katie. So Rebecca, who, let me show you. I have her pictures right here. Just 1 second. This is Rebecca. She was 22. That's her fiance, Rich, her sister, Kimmy, and her biological mom. Rebecca went missing on the 3rd, reported on the 4th. Her due date was the 18th, but when she went missing, she was allegedly having contractions, thought she was going into labor. was found on the trails in behind her biological mom's house on the 25th. Sister, fiance arrested pretty much immediately, within hours. Then biological mom and husband arrested. They were charged with homicide. The others were not. They've now been released. They still have charges, but one of them is completely unrelated, and one seems to be like it maybe after the fact. We're still waiting on the information. But this is Courtney, who we're listening to right now. This is the woman we've been listening to, okay? Here's her husband. They, according to prosecutors, planned and researched before they committed this crime. Bradley went and picked up Rebecca, brought him to her house, which, if that's the case, and we last heard that Kimmy and her mom picked her up from her friend, remember? But regardless, they brought her to their house, forced her into a vehicle, stabbed her, made her lay on the ground, and took her baby. So that's who it is, and that's like a little bit. There's a lot more, and I went a little deeper into the recap. This is them over and over again at the beginning. This is who we're listening to. This lady right here with the tattoos across her chest, with the creepy dude in behind her with that weird ass look on his face. Look how creepy he looks. He literally looks like a BTK or something there. I'm sorry. He looks scary. So that is who we're dealing with. Yes, he's innocent in this crime so far. Like, he's not been charged. However, he is not a good man. He's got many charges. I went over him in the beginning with kids, all kinds of nasty shit. He's terrible. This guy has the same kind of charges. Preppy Charles Manson looking weirdo. Yes. And the look on his face too, like that expression, just makes it worse. After hospital, she went home to Rick and Courtney picked her up that night. Rich. For milkshakes. Huh. I don't guess I heard that milkshake part yet. I'm a little confused on some of that, but just so I know, what's everyone's opinion on Kim's involvement? I believe she was accessory after the fact or something, just based on the evidence we have so far. She's been charged with lying. Her bond was reduced from $750,000 to $5,000, and she's out. And I think that if she hasn't been charged with homicide very soon, I don't know that I expect it. I guess we'll see. But this is literally Courtney, the woman in this picture, trying to make her daughter Kimberly, who just did the interview saying Courtney threatened her, what we just listened to. Courtney threatened me. If I say anything, my daughter and I will go down for this. This is Kimmy here. Hold on, I'll show you Kimmy. Who she's trying to blame this on, who she's trying to set up. Why does Kimmy keep talking about the trails? Then all of a sudden, Rebecca's found on the trails where they've already searched. This is Kimberly, sister, not there. Sorry, that's biological mom. Kimberly. So those are the people. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. I just want to make sure everybody's kind of up to speed, and people that haven't watched all of them, there's a playlist, or might come in halfway through or something. Okay.
What was she asking? I mean, what do you mean? What was she asking, like, Courtney? Like, what kind of questions did she ask about the trails? Did she just say, where are they? Or
Right,
where do they
Samantha, I can
go?
see that.
Or where does this one lead to? Or what was it?
She was asking how many people run them trails and
Oh my God. Brad? Is that Brad?
And all that.
Okay.
what's it matter?
Oh, why? They go like her, and a lot of people run it. But
Wait,
if she was put on the bus for Tennessee, why search the back?
Yeah, why is?
Oh.
Why would Kimmy be asking about them trails if she put her
Sorry.
sister on a bus is what I'm thinking.
I'm getting confused. It sounded like he was speaking like with Courtney for a second. I was like, wait, who is that?
I don't believe it.
Okay. So when she was asking about those trails, Brad, when she was asking about those trails back there, Brad,
Wait,
and those
so is
types of
it?
specific questions like that, Brad,
It is.
Why would you not think after all this time with her missing and all the stuff that you guys have been doing
I
and
was
all the
right.
things that have been going on social media
Amber.
and all the speculation, why wouldn't you have said, you know what, that's right. Kimmy did ask me about all those trails and was asking me all those questions. So why before today, wait, listen.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm not trying to argue with you.
I'm trying to tell you. You guys don't need to badger him. He's telling you. He just figured Kimmy wanted to go trailing.
Oh my God.
Okay, I understand that, and hear me out. And I didn't finish, and I let you
Is that
guys
something that
finish.
she normally does?
What I said was, and hear me out again. With everything that's happened and all this social media presence and all this stuff and all the accusations and all the things that were coming out, you mean to tell me that he didn't think about that? He didn't think nothing of it?
No,
He
you
didn't
know
stop
what?
to think and be like, wow.
I think we have to listen to this all at once. Like, I think Sunday we'll come on and I'll rewind back like 10 minutes and we listen to it all at once, the full thing, because it's 2 hours long. This way nobody's lost. But hang in there with me for just a second. Oh, what was that? Because I want to show you. I want to look for something and show you something. That's, I think, the best way to do it, because they are literally, I can't believe Brad's on there, number one, and they are literally trying to make her look like it was her. They think they're so smart. Let's just take a look at TikTok. I don't think we're going to watch too much of it. I want to see how much, oh God, look at this. See other lives that we don't even know about. Hold up. I got to take y'all over here. She had her own channel. I'll have to come back and take a look at that. Part 3 of Kimmy on a live 8 hours ago. This is the Don Juan. This is Kimmy and and that guy that she was with. Kimberly speaks out. 12/5. She confirms she's been advised to stay off social media. Just see how much pops up at their interviews. Oh, let's take a look at this. We'll watch this because it's from the news agency that's verified.
My name is Gus Burns. I am a reporter with MLive Media Group, and I'm currently in Wexford County's Boone Township. I'm near the location where searchers discovered the body of 22-year-old Rebecca Park on November 25th. She was reported missing on November 3rd and was pregnant at the time, although her baby has never been found.
Police say Park's biological mother and stepfather were responsible. They're now charged with first-degree murder, torture, and intentionally causing a miscarriage, among other crimes.
Yeah. Ms. Bartholomew brought Rebecca to their home. They forced her into another vehicle and took her into the woods, where they stabbed her, forced her to lie on the ground while they cut her baby out, and ultimately caused her death and the death of the baby.
The couple are jailed without bond and face life in prison if convicted.
This is at the edge of the Manistee National Forest, which is a 540,000 acre forest, and we're located about 3 miles north of Boone, Michigan. Boone, Michigan is a community of about 90 residents and doesn't have a lot of commerce. There's one convenience store. There is a town hall that also doubles as a fire department. There is a cemetery and a post office. I spoke to a few residents who were outside yesterday, and they all said it's an ordinary place, a good place for families. Where I'm at is about 3 miles north of Boone in Boone Township. And this is a location that's sort of become a vigil area for Rebecca. Yesterday, there was a paint in the snow that said, "Justice for Rebecca." It's now been covered up with new snow. And there are also missing persons.
I'm glad we watched that. I like to see the area. And look at this top comment. Rebecca was my sister in foster care. Now, I don't know if that's true, but it's an interesting comment. Ajad says, I tried to seek and listen to this by myself, but not gonna lie, I love being spoon-fed and reading chat along. Well, I love you being here with us and us doing it together. And yeah, we're gonna watch that entire interview of Courtney trying to turn everything on Kimmy after Kimmy spoke up against her Sunday. Tomorrow I won't be live. And then after that, before we do anything else on this case, unless there's a major update, there's a couple other cases I want to cover. And then we can listen to Rich together. But yeah, I'm super glad we watched this video. Ooh, okay, Samantha. I'll get back. I'll send you the link, and anybody else, someone else had emailed whenever we get off here in just a minute. Let's look a little bit more. Oh my God, I booted myself. I'm so sorry. Ash said Rich is a shit person, but I believed his interview. I'm anxious to hear it, but I'm going to try not to do it before. I am going to do a little bit of digging. I've already planned it tomorrow night, but besides that, yeah, after I get off of Amber's panel, I'll be on Amber's tomorrow at 8, and I'm looking forward to that. To talk about this case. So I think we'll just stop. The computer is like, no, Alex, it's time. I want to hear it all together with you guys, like what we just listened to, and then the rest. And yeah, we'll do that Sunday. I'm sitting here looking at, though, the TikToks. There's so many. And it even says that there are calls, like a sneak peek of a phone call Dawn had with Kimmy on December 1st before she was released, like from jail. I don't know if that's true, but dude, these TikTokers, like, before we go, let's just talk for a second. These people are doing way too much. Yeah, Rich is a fiance. Here, I'll drop Amber's link right now. These people are doing way, way too much. Anybody who's in here who wants the links to everything we watched, I'll have it in the description and read as soon as we're done. I'll go straight and do that, but including the GoFundMe, but I'm dropping that again right now. So if you guys want to help. No, Neat, we stopped because I want to watch it all at once. So it was getting very interesting. Courtney was trying to, and Brad was on with her and trying to blame Kimberly. But it'll leave us on a bit of a cliffhanger, so we have something to look forward to when we come back Sunday. It'll probably be a daytime live. I like to do my Sunday lives at noon. I'm trying to keep this schedule of 8:30 Monday through Thursday and Sunday at noon, and then other nights just whenever, if I want to or not. So I'll probably see you guys Sunday at noon to go through that. And yeah, before we go, though, like I said, the freaking TikTokers, I cannot believe them. They truly think they're investigators. You know, we have to solve this case. There's other kids to look for. Oh, she testified to something different. I mean, who do you think you are? Hold on one second, you guys. You versus Sunday football. I'll pick you. Yay. Thank you, Dub Deuce. Me too. I have my Christmas tree up. It's a Grinch tree, so it's like curved at the top. I'm looking forward to it too. I can't wait to hear the rest. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Amber's how I found the case. I've told you guys I was watching her and she did a little segment and she was showing, and I hadn't seen it anywhere else. It's kind of crazy that it could be nowhere here, and then like TikTok and Facebook, it was everywhere. I mean, there were locals protesting. There were so many locals and like TikTokers and stuff that the courtroom was full. People had to stand against the wall and some were turned away. And look here. So today's the 5th, 6th, 7th, Tuesday. We're going to have a major update and I look forward to that. Maybe we'll listen to Rich Tuesday night when we have that update. Monday, I'll do some Stephen Stern stuff, but yes, Ash, please do. I actually have 2 TikTok accounts. I have my main one, which is True Crime, and that's just Alex Erickson 11, and then I have one called Allie Does Whatever, and I usually just upload snacks over there, like cool snacks I see. So yeah, I don't know. If you are a TikToker doing this and you just happen to hear this, do me a favor and rewind a little bit and listen to how damn goofy y'all sound. You're taking yourself way too seriously. And here's the thing. It could have some serious consequences. Do you care? You know, you are involving yourself with some pretty serious, I mean, one of the most serious kind of situations you could get in. Kelly, were you saying you were sick? If you are, I hope you feel better. Oh, I love Charlie Brown trees, Katie. All right, you guys, if you haven't caught up though, there's a playlist that will help you. Since Gavel Geeks asked, I should put together YouTube. I'll put together a playlist for YouTube videos that have re-uploaded the TikTok lives. Because I already have a Rebecca Park playlist that's private and a public one. The private one is like research and the public one is my videos. So maybe I'll do that and then I'll share that as well so you guys can access all the interviews. I'm going to do that tonight. So anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. I'll see you tomorrow night on Amber's and Sunday over here. Thank you for going through this with me. This case has like made me passionate about talking about true crime again. You know, I was really getting down because like I'm in a couple different communities as a viewer. Like I mentioned earlier, Krama, I'm in and a couple other ones you guys might know. And I guess because the Krama oftentimes does involve, you know, victims' families and some of the awful things in ways like the awful things done to them in ways they're taken advantage of and stuff. And you hear them bashed and made fun of and accused. And it's just so, it's like so hard on your heart. Like it almost makes you not want to talk about true crime. I don't know. It just pushed me away a little bit. And this has made me, you know, shy away from that a bit. I mean, there are bad guys everywhere. And then, like I said, it's funny because I watch that stuff, but most of my viewers, they don't even know. They don't have an interest in it, which is good, I guess, because it's a mess. But anyway, let me catch up with your comments. I'm glad I do not need to send a galaxy to be noticed here. Oh, hell to the no. Hey, Johnny. I watched that judge before, too, that did the bond hearings. I really like him. I liked him, too. He was not happy with Courtney. Okay, let me drop Amber's one more, and then I'm going to end this and go work on the links in the description, that playlist, and some other things, and I'll see you Sunday. And yeah, thank you again. I appreciate you. Anybody who sent me an email, I'm going to get right to that. I'll check Messenger for requests, too, for the Discord. Please come and join. If you're a member here or on my Patreon, I would love to have you. The only thing is, this is not going to be a Discord for drama, and I would encourage you not to share too much of your personal life, because I would never want somebody to share that or something, and it's for members, right? So you never know who's gonna. Just to protect you guys. If you have something personal you ever really feel like you want to talk to me about or something, you can just email me privately or something like that. But just to protect you guys. But many of my friends are in there. All you guys are my friends. So, and I'm loving it. It's a cool spot. So if you want that, you can email me or Facebook message me, and I'll get those out tonight too. And I think that's it. That's all I wanted to say. So, yeah. Hope you guys have a good night. Thank you. Bye.